Why hello. So today I'm going to be doing a book review on Foe by Ian Reid. This is an adult sci-fi novel and it comes out today, September 4th. I received this art solicited from Gallery Scout Press in exchange for an honest review, and as always, that is what I intend to give you. Foe takes place in the near future and follows the story of Junior and Henrietta, a couple who live far away from civilization on a remote farm. One night, a stranger visits Junior and Henrietta's home to tell Junior that he has been selected to travel to another planet. The entire situation is very strange, and of course it does seem strange to the characters, but not completely out of the norm. I guess because these kinds of lotteries may be present in this futuristic world, but I still kind of questioned how easily Junior and Henrietta accepted the stranger into their lives, and the way that Junior was just kind of like, okay, well, I guess I'm going to another planet. I was just like, what? Why would you not question that a little bit? You know? Nevertheless, Junior and Henrietta invite this stranger into their home where he can collect information on Junior and learn more about his life, because this stranger has promised Junior that when he leaves to another planet, Henrietta will not be left alone. In fact, someone is going to be taking Junior's place while he is away. Alright, so getting into characters. Junior is a pretty simple guy. He works at a mill close to home, and his main priority in life seems to be keeping Henrietta happy. Henrietta, however, is definitely more of an enigma. We know she works, but we don't know where she works. She's also very quiet and often seems disinterested in what's going on around her. However, when she does give the reader a glimpse into her psyche, you can tell that she has a lot going on inside her that she's been concealing. While there's not a lot to go on with either of these characters, that really just made me keep turning the pages because I wanted to know more about them. I wanted that, so I kept reading, hoping I would get that. So going into themes, more than anything else, this book is about marriage. It's a study of a marriage of two young people discovering how different they are from each other, as well as discovering what they may have thought they wanted turns out to not exactly be what they needed. While this is set in the near future, it still feels very contemporary, and if you're not into science fiction novels, this really doesn't have a big theme of that. Writing wise, the narration comes in like these quick bursts, and the dialogue is very hasty, which while I didn't love, it definitely made the pace really quick, which I did enjoy. This book was a really quick read. In fact, every chapter was usually no longer than 3 pages long, and I did like the quick pace of it, but again, I did kind of feel like it was almost too quick. And just as a reader, I felt like I was missing out on information that would have helped me to relate to the story a little bit more, maybe. Overall, I ended up giving this book a 3.5 out of 5 stars. I wanted to love it, but I couldn't quite get there, which really kind of devastated me because, as you guys know, I loved Ian Reid's debut novel, I'm Thinking of Ending Things. As of now, it is my favorite book of 2018. So I really wanted to love this one just as much, but I just didn't. However, I will say that Ian Reid offered that similar feeling of like dread, as well as just a suspenseful feeling throughout the entire book, which is what I fell in love with I'm Thinking of Ending Things. So it was similar in that way, but overall I just felt disconnected from this story and these characters, which I think you're supposed to feel to an extent. However, I think I was feeling it a little too much. In the comments below, I would love for you guys to let me know if you have read Foe or if you're interested in reading it. Seriously, if you have read it, I would love to discuss it because I feel like there's just so much more to discuss. I feel like this is definitely a book that could be studied, and where having like a bunch of people read it and talk about it could definitely come in handy. I feel like it would be a good buddy read or like a good book club read or something like that. And maybe I'll try to do that in the future, and maybe I will give the book a completely different rating. I'm not sure, but as of now, this is how I feel about it. I didn't hate it. I didn't love it. You guys know how it goes. Alright guys, so that's all for this video. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I will see you in my next one.